Welcome everybody to game number 2 between Cjanbar and Youngpanda. First thing we see flags around the town center, and you know what that means. Sudden death starts. Sudden death starts between Indian Saracens. They also start with what the hell? R.E.D. So it looks like a militia. It has 1000 out of 1000 melee armor, but 0 attack. So those are just scouts that cannot attack. I don't know. So sudden death means if you lose a town center, you are out of the game. We do see a lot of relics on the map. We do some bears, a boar, stone, gold for both players, berries, more stone and gold. Actually some extra boars. Yeah, they are normal boars. So that's like 4 boars for the player here. Let's check Panda's point of view. And also 3 boars, stone, golds. Found a lot of golds. One boar seems to be bugged. He could take it. And actually, woodline really close for Panda. That's something that Cjanbar doesn't have. Cjanbar's woodline is far further away. So map generation a bit in favor of Panda, I would say. Look at how many goats he has here. But Cjanbar has a lot as well, but 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... Wow. 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, a bit more for Panda at this point. Okay, this part of the map is actually extremely safe for Panda, since we do see a wall over here, complete wood wall going all the way around, and there's a 1 tile gap. So Panda could send villagers across and boom up on this side here. Just wall up with 1 tile, and there will be nothing that Cjanbar can do to be aggressive there.
Amron, naam.
Oh, they actually can do damage. So they do 1 damage per hit. 1 damage per hit, and keep in mind, they have so much defense, so much armor. Yeah, so everything that they do will just take 1 damage per hit here. Let's see with the scout as well. Okay, focusing down on the scout first. I don't know if that's a good idea, since the scout and the unit both have 45 HP, and I think this is a better engagement for Cjanbar here. Like Youngpanda, you shouldn't be focusing on the scout, since who does heal up? No, they don't heal up. They aren't hero units, so they don't regenerate health. So I would have focused on that unit first instead of focusing on the scouts. 16 HP on 1 for Panda here, so he will probably lose the fight here. Yeah, look at this really bad micro on this unit here. Going to lose 1. Actually keeping it alive at 1 HP, but now he's going to lose a scout here probably. What he could do is try to run back home with the 1 garrison in the town center and regenerate its health. But instead he's going forward with it, so he will be losing that unit. Bit choppy there, that's not something that I can help, it's just because of the recording. Yeah, I would really send this 1 HP 1 back and heal it up in the town center. See here. Cjanbar needs to focus on the weak one first. One hit. There we go. Getting knocked off and luring in the boar. Oh, actually losing a villager. Losing a villager because he was focusing on the attack from Panda. So Panda could say that this villager kill was because of Panda there. Yeah, look at this. Since they only do 1 damage, they're not going to kill a villager here, even though so they did 1 damage to a villager. Well, it received like, what's this, 6-7 villagers fighting against it as well. So yeah, not good from Panda. Not good from Panda at all. And now Cjanbar still has his 2 units alive. Oh, villager getting picked off. So that's 2 dead villagers for Cjanbar versus Panda losing 2 of his... I don't know what to call them, they're military units. They're not militia, they're not men at arms. But you know what I mean. So Panda's score is higher because of the scouting as well. Also has a better lumber camp. Like Cjanbar could not place a lumber camp against the wood line because of the hill there. And the hills were across all the side here. So we did not have a good spot to place the lumber camp. Actually, no, nowhere across this entire section could he have placed a better lumber camp. Luring in the second villager, will lose it. Try to do the house trick, but failing. So that's 3 dead villagers for Cjanbar at this point. See how this border goes. She should be fine, but I should probably just get loom. Oh, let's see. Hop into the town center. Hop into the town center. Hop into the... Oh, the boar was just about to do his attack there. See a house wall from Panda in front of his TC, but he's leaving out his wood villager. So don't understand why he didn't try to make the house wall in this direction. Of course, he cannot make houses here and here because of the hills, but just add a few palisade walls then. Going onto stone. Keep in mind, sudden death. Going onto stone. What you could do is go for a fast castle and do a castle drop. If you can get a castle on your opponent's town center, you win the game, because you can just kill the enemy town center with arrow fire and even add in a few petards to speed up the process. And you have to keep in mind, you can boom up. So if you go up to a fast castle like FC into a boom, you cannot do that because you cannot add in more town centers. So staying in the Dark Age, Feudal Age a bit longer is a better approach. Like Panda now is clicking up at 23 villagers. I think that's too early in my opinion. So yeah, like I said, Panda clicking up a bit too early here. 23 villagers may be too early. Cjanbar might actually... Like, he has 2 villagers behind 2 villager losses, but I really hope he does not click up now. I think he needs to stay in feudal a bit longer because he is getting loom and he might actually click up after he gets loom here. Yeah, he's going to click up as well. So both players are going to click up at 23 villagers, of course. Only 21 for Cjanbar since he lost 2. But that's really early for a sudden death. Oh, Cjanbar, no, no. Oh no, he's going to throw away 1 unit here for free versus a town center fire. Oh, that's really fortunate. And also, this is something that I don't understand. The house is burning. You take it down to so low HP and then you don't finish it off. Also, unfortunately, Cjanbar didn't scout the wood line here because he could harass or even kill some villagers on this wood line. Panda would have made the wood line, like I said, on this end. If you make the wood line on the inside, there's nothing that Cjanbar can do there. Forward villager here, sneaky forward villager from Panda in the back of the base from Cjanbar. He could maybe wall in the stone. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, he's going to wall in the stone, so I think he's going to go for a tower rush. And if you wall in your opponent's stone, he cannot counter tower. There's still another stone pile over here at the back. Okay, Panda here trying to lure the special unit into the counterfire. Also, 3 boars, 4 boars. Panda took 0 boars. 0 boars used by Panda. Well, Cjanbar took 1 or 2? I think he took 2. And Cjanbar is going for 2 ranges. 2 ranges from Cjanbar. So needs to focus on his unit here a bit. He's going to lose it to the scout if he doesn't pay attention. And yeah, he's going to lose it. Okay, don't see what the plan is for Panda. He's not going forward in the villager. I thought he was going for a tower rush, but seems like that's not what he's going to do. So that means fast castle into a castle. Why? Yeah, 790 stone. 790 stone in the feudal age. Why would you? I don't know. I think he wanted to go for a castle drop because he has this much stone, but his economy is so unbalanced that he's not going to be able to click up. Or he should sell the stone to get gold. Because yeah, he's on gold, so yeah, I don't know what the strategy here is for Panda. It seems like he's going for fast castle because he's not making a barracks, he's going for blacksmith markets, and if that was a strategy, he shouldn't have placed that many villagers on stone, or at least not placed them on stone that early, and he should have clicked up to the feudal age way later. He should have gone to the feudal age at 27, maybe 26 population, and then when he clicks up to castle, just send like 6-8 villagers on stone and get the stone in that you need for castle. Okay, Cjanbar actually still luring in boars here, so still luring in boars, which means they will get a good food economy. He has dropped down 0 farms, but he still has the boars to get good food eco. Panda did use the market to balance his economy out. Cjanbar, of course, less resources because he was behind the villagers, and he used a lot of resources to make like ranges and archers. Second stone getting walled up by Panda. But yeah, Cjanbar knows about that stone there. Let's see the walls, that's why his dog said something in the chat. He's making nice forward walls here. Making nice forward walls to deny a potential castle drop or something. Walling up a second stone pile and going to take another more disrespect. But yeah, now the villager should be picked off here by the scouts. Maybe he's going to use the scout to block the boar because this villager could die because it was standing still. But yeah, saying that he does have loom. So it will probably be fine. That quarter a bit bad, but not too bad. Forward villager getting picked off by Panda. Now he's going heavy forward with the villagers. Probably going to try and sneak around and do a castle drop over here. But saying that, Cjanbar does have the archers to defend himself, and he's going for the market now. So look at Cjanbar's point of view. There's no way that these villagers are going to sneak across. There's no way. He's going to the outer edge, but he needs to like make a palisade over here, so all of his villagers are against the outer edge. Ooh, scout coming forward. Yeah, he's expecting it. He is expecting the castle drop. And if it fails, then it's probably GG for Panda, because this is his... Yeah, these are all his villagers. And there we go. Like I said, Panda 0 army, and we do see the archers here from Cjanbar. So going for that castle drop. Not the... Well, It's not a bad idea because I actually did the same thing in the sudden death game in this tournament, and I actually won that with the castle drop. But the difference was that I went into the village a lot later, and I didn't spend as much time in the village as Panda's doing here. He's trying to make down some towers because he needs something to deal with these archers. But yeah, this is really bad for him. One villager going down. Will, of course, get the tower up because he has the number advantage, but what will the tower give him? He will be able to gather some the villagers inside. But yeah, like you see, Cjanbar can just camp beneath their tower down. Send the villagers forward to pick it off. Cjanbar on the way to castle age as well. Fletching. Only a few archers left alive, but they are on top of each other, so those are 6 archers versus 2 villagers, and 2 villagers will go down. And what will Panda do then? There we go. That's it in my point. I think this is the GG actually. 17 deaths, all of those being villagers, just Panda completely throwing the game here. He's going for a defensive castle instead. I mean, he's going to keep playing, of course, because it's sudden death. So he's going to make a defensive castle to protect his TC. And then he will probably go for a Tarts. Tarts maybe his only option here to try and kill the enemy town center. But I don't think that Cjanbar should let that happen. Cjanbar should just wall in front of his TC. Look at the villager elite, 35 versus 22, and of course you cannot add in more town centers, so there's no way that Panda can catch up. So I am going to speed it up a bit. See Panda going, Cjanbar going forward. We will see the tower and the castle. Forward siege. Actually still a hole here near the wood line, and now Cjanbar, Panda is walling that up. Cjanbar has to do, just run around the problems, going to slow it down because we saw crossbows here, which could get inside. Nice pickup there, really nice pickup with the tower, and Elephant Archers picking off that one mangonel there. Yeah, look at Panda's base. Like I said, he does have entire backspace here. He did find the gold, that's really good for him. And he's also collecting all of these relics in the back of his base there. He collected 1 relic, and there's still 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to get 5 relics. We'll get 5 relics to get some gold coming in. Cjanbar, on the other hand, focusing a bit more on his economy. Going to send a lot of villagers forward now, because he dropped off the wood. He's going for a forward castle. That's what I expect since he has 650 stone. Check his fog of war. He's making outpost here to check what's over here on the left hand side. Okay, oh, actually Elephant Archer, I was expecting some darts there. The next coming in, forward villagers. Castle drop. Let's see how it does. Crossbows to fight first the Elephant Archer, but there's way too many villagers forward. Way too many villagers forward. There's no way that Panda can stop this from happening. Yeah, look at that. Really nice move here from Cjanbar, putting on the aggression on Panda. I think I would also like maybe wall him in a bit, like wall towards the castle from this side. So if he tries to go for a town center snipe, it's going to fail. But look at this, castle is in range of the town center, and this is the strategy that Panda tried to do. But yeah, look at that, he's going to lose his TC. He's trying to repair it, but it's GG. You can just, it has a lot of villagers garrison in this castle, so it does 11 extra damage. Yeah, look at the town center HP going down. Panda doing a correct response here, getting upgrades like masonry to give his buildings more HP, but now also Ram's coming forward. And yeah, what's he going to do? He's going to make petards to snipe the castle. Petards will get killed by these crossbows. Is he going to sneak around with his petards to kill the enemy town center? Actually, that's what he's trying to do. And Cjanbar is not reacting to this. Okay, there we go. Now he's garrisoning the town center. But I think it's GG's. Panda is just repairing. There's no way to take out the castle, so let's speed it up a bit again. There we see petards coming out, the petards going down to the crossbow fire. I don't actually love like the fact that Cjanbar went forward with the crossbows and the skirmishers because now he lost all of them and now he has nothing to pick off the potential petards from Red here. Nice raiding from Panda. Panda standing in camels. And there's not really anything at the base from Cjanbar protecting him. He's going to wall on his woodline, so his woodline will be safe. He needs something to protect his town center. Stone wall in front of the TC, so we do not see any petard snipes. Stone wall on the town center is good. No, Mangonel will die versus the castle fire, so Mangonel wouldn't be a good idea here. Okay, I think Cjanbar needs something to protect his town center just in case. Panda saying this is sad from me. This is just sad from me. I think he doesn't have any petards. He tried to kill the castle with the petards. I think he should have used the petards to snipe his opponent's castle. He doesn't have enough food and gold to create petards. I would create petards, delete the house, send them around, go in. There's nothing at this point protecting this town center, and 5 petards are enough, so send like 6 or 7 and take out the town center. Needs to repair, it's not repairing. Come on, why don't you send petards forward, man? Make some petard. Look at that, 400 food, 600 gold. Make petards. Let's see what Cjanbar has in his castle. Oh, Cjanbar is going for new petards. Okay, another army going forward. Let's not protecting the villagers. Villagers will go down versus a few crossbows unless the camels come over in time to help out. Yeah. Like, Panda does have some good ideas, but unfortunately the execution isn't on point there. Should be making some petards. I think the forward siege workshop wasn't a bad idea, but he wasn't protecting his villagers, so all the villagers will go down. There's actually one staying alive. And yeah, like I said, nothing protecting his town center from Cjanbar. But we could see the petards, and there's one tile gap, which we could see the petards running through and killing this town center if Panda isn't paying attention. Second castle coming up now. Forward siege workshop from Panda was completed. And that will be 2 castles firing on the TC from Red, while Red is trying to go for the snipe with the camels, but he's throwing away his camels. Should have attacked the villagers and the crossbows first. Oh, there we see the petard train, and GG, Panda getting destroyed. At least we saw some petard action. Really interesting game, I would say. I think Cjanbar had all the options to win after he was able to deny the forward castle drop from Panda. If it's a really, really risky strategy, and if it doesn't work out, you're so far behind. Of course, he had proper response to make the castle defensively, but he didn't go for a petard snipe, because we did see a lot of times the camels running into the town center and attacking the town center. Just imagine if he went for petards. I don't think that Teal was focusing a lot on his TC at home, so I think Panda still had a chance to pick it off there. Let's take a look at the achievements here. Oh, units killed, actually exactly the same for both players. Yeah, more economy for Panda. More economy for Panda, even though we had less villagers. Yeah, look, the bill different. Oh, sorry, I was messing up Panda. Yeah, no, I'm correct. Less eco for Cjanbar with 52 to 39 villager leads. So I think that was because it was missing some economy upgrades. And this is also really nice. 5 relics, 1.2k gold for Panda. But yeah, Cjanbar 1-2-0, which means that Cjanbar will advance to the semifinals.